Guess I'm ready. Maybe. Hold on. I'm not ready. Hold on. I gotta authenticate into GitHub. Vertzoid, what's happening, man? If you start streaming these hours, you'll be my virtual coworker. Hey, I've already started to stream these hours, man. What you talking about? What is this? My second day streaming these hours? But yeah, this is my what I plan to do. 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern time will be my daytime. Like, I don't want to say it's co-working all the time because sometimes I'll be sharing my screen. Especially when I'm vibe coding, I'll be sharing my screen. But when I'm working on something a little bit more top secret, it will be just co-working style where you can't see what I'm doing. And I plan to do these Monday through Friday. Just a 3-hour session in the daytime. I don't know if I can do longer than 3 hours because, man, if I stream for too long, my voice starts to, or my throat starts to hurt, man. It's too much talking nonsense, you know? But maybe if I did like a co-working thing where I'm not talking as much, I could go longer. But then, we'll see. But for now, I'm just promising 3 hours on weekdays. All right. Yesterday I was trying to organize myself, so I'm working on my website, midnightsimon.com. I don't even remember what we did yesterday, man. I think we fixed some. Oh, I added these things where I don't have to like enter a bootleg password anymore. It's role-based access control, where only my account is an admin account and I can add a supporter to this board, or I can add a type racer champion. I don't know what we're gonna do today. Maybe, but yesterday I tried to like organize myself a bit, and I made a few issues or bugs or things that I should implement, and I'm gonna just try and see how many of these. There's 11 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8 things on here. I'm pretty sure we can get at least a few of these done with Claude today. So, where do we begin, man? Tony Desmond from YouTube, what's happening? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Which one should I do? I don't even know. I should have probably thought about more things to do on stream, but I think I'll just start vibing, you know? Let me see where I'm at, man. I don't know what this null thing is, man. Where's that null from? This thing right here. Who put that there? Maybe one day I'll try and fix that. Stream Elements. I got Stream Elements on YouTube. Interesting. Sobs, what's happening? How you doing? Alright, let's see. Dang, I didn't even shut anything down. I think I said I want to run Claude from a separate terminal in case I have to close VS Code. Jack's Bills. Bro, where are you vibing? Where am I vibing? I'm vibing from the basement in my house. Alright, here we go, man. Should I just hit Claude from this directory? Can I do that? Hey, can I like hook up Claude to my GitHub issues? Let me ask it. Can I connect you to GitHub issues for some of my repos, and then you just do issues that are open? How do I do that? That's why you're so productive. I don't know if I'm so productive, man, but I'm trying to be. This is me trying to be productive. If I didn't stream, I wouldn't be doing anything. So streaming is my way of trying to overcome my laziness. Ask Claude to use GitHub CLI. Or is there like a GitHub MCP? Or I guess maybe CLI is alright. I don't know. Wait, let me see what it says. Alright. Do I have GitHub CLI installed? Yeah, I want. I don't even know if I have it installed. I should. Jack's Bills, thank you very much for the follow. Oh, look at that. It is installed. Should I update it? Alright, let's re-authenticate. Alright. Alright, guys. Should I just do this? Log in with a browser. Anyways. Use anti-gravity recently. I said 100 times. Wait, let me see. I haven't tried anti-gravity yet. Alright, so now. Okay, I just authenticated. Alright, we're logged in. Alright, now I'm gonna just tell it to go find some issues. Which one is it gonna pick? Found 8 open issues. Let me see. I don't even know which one I'd like to work on first. Maybe something. I want something where I can just paste a little snippet or a template whenever I use one and I think it's useful. I like to do some Discord integration, but I don't even use Discord like that, man. So I'm gonna have to start using Discord better. I would like to make a calendar or something. Let me think. I'd like to do, yeah, maybe I should work on this topics page because, yeah, let's work on issue number 4. Give me your recommendations. What am I working on? I have this website, midnightsimon.com. It's just a website that goes with this stream. And I track people that subscribe or gift subs or whatever throughout the years. Have a little about me, whatever. Some algorithm topics because mainly I do leak code streaming, or I used to do a lot of leak code streaming. I have some leaderboards, so if you register, you can see where you stack up against other people in the stream. There's Type Racer leaderboards. I do Type Racer races every stream, or most streams, and I record the winners here, going back to 523 races. It's like a few years of Type Racers. And then that's it. That's it for now. I also have this chat room thing, but it's kind of whack. It doesn't work that well. It works, but oh yeah, maybe I should add that to my issues. Persistent chat room improvements. Chat room should look cooler and have persistent messages. How about that? AWS? No, I have a dedicated server that I pay a flat fee every month. Alright, I'm gonna just have it try and do these issues. I don't think my text in the issues are too great though, but we'll try and guide it. We'll try and guide the AI while it's doing it. Harsh M, what's happened? And Harsh Shit, what's up? What's going on? Things are going well. I'm just doing a little vibe coding. I'm working on my website. And right now, I'm trying to update my algorithm topics page that you should study to make it a little bit more interesting. So eventually, man, I'll have a list of problems here. Maybe I should actually work on that also. Do you own domain? Yeah, I own the domain. All right, let's see what it recommends. Is it too small? All right, I got a basic tier system. It already knows it has WoW style colors. Missing topics, yes. So I'm gonna add missing topics. That looks good. Sure. Wait. How did I tell it to like make a new branch? Yeah, that looks good. Please create a new branch before you start to work on this issue. Your web kind of looks like 90s. Hey, thank you, I guess. Any future plan to study AI? I guess you could say I'm studying AI right now, man. I'm trying to get better at using the LLMs, you know, get better at vibe coding or AI assisted coding. So I'm like experimenting to see how far it can go, find out its limitations, see if I can do things to improve it, like change my workflow or find a different flow that will give me better results. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. So I am studying AI. Which AI am I using? I'm using Opus Claude. I got the max plan. I just paid for that max plan. Let me see my usage. I was doing a little vibe coding last night on some other projects. It's kind of fun. Are you streaming for funds or for fashion? For fashion, man. Come on now. I don't get any funds from streaming. But I stream mainly for accountability. You know, I think when I stream, I'm way more focused on the task. If I'm not streaming and I'm just at my regular computer, like right now, I'm like, dang, feeling kind of hungry. Let me go to the kitchen. And I go to the kitchen, and then one thing leads to another, and next thing you know, I'm cooking some food, and then an hour goes by, and then I just lost an hour because I get so distracted, and then I forget I was working, and then after I eat, maybe I go watch a movie or play a game or smoke some marijuana or something. But you know, if I'm on stream, I'm not gonna be like, man, I'm bored. Let me just roll up something and smoke it and play this game real quick. You know, I'm gonna like stay focused on the task. So that's why I like streaming. Do you think AI assisted coding will reduce the headcount of software engineers further? I think it might. Yeah. I think it actually might, but maybe it dips and then goes up again. I don't know. Nobody really knows. Maybe in the short term it might. Maybe in the long term, what you think of a software engineer is not the same as it is today. Like I think, or yesterday. Like maybe in the past, software engineers had to know a bunch of code and syntax and how, you know, like small details of the languages they program in. But maybe in the future, the knowledge that software engineers need is different because you have a lot more knowledge at your fingertips with AI just right there. So I think it's hard to say what's going to happen, but I don't think software engineering is going to go away. I just think it's going to shift over time. Ace Kook, what's happening? I remember watching you years back when I was grinding LeetCode. Are you job hunting or doing algos for fun? I am not job hunting. I actually just quit my job a couple months ago. And I guess I do algos. Sometimes it's fun, but other times it's more, I don't know. I feel, yeah, I guess you could say it's a fun pastime. It's a nice hobby. Gigi Demeno, how you doing? I've been a developer for about 30 years, professionally about 20 years. I'm pretty hesitant to get into vibe coding. Can't really trust AI code I didn't verify manually. But I'm here to see what's that like. Hey, I understand where you're coming from, man. And I think I was very hesitant at first, but man, I'm like just sending it with personal projects because there's really no risk for me since like the projects don't have any users right now. So it's just seeing what I can build. I don't manually verify everything, but you could use AI and like ask it to do small tasks, and then you just treat the AI as a junior engineer and you review everything that it outputs. That's one way people use AI. I'm not trying to use it like that right now on stream, but I do use it like that sometimes. How comes I quit? Do you share why you quit your job? Yeah, I've shared it a few times. I quit because I was tired of it and I wanted to try my own thing, really. And maybe all the advancements in AI kind of triggered me to quit and try, because I've always been building things for the last, I don't know, 13 years. I've just been tinkering and hacking away and building stuff. And I've always had these grand ideas to build these crazy softwares, man. But first, I don't really get too far because maybe I get stuck somewhere and then I just kind of lose motivation and I give up. But I think with all the LLMs and things, I can probably take on bigger and bigger tasks, and projects that were not that feasible for me back then have suddenly become way more feasible because I won't get blocked as easily and I'll have way more, I guess, manpower with the AI on my side. So I'm curious to see what I could build if I stay on the path for a few years. Like, I think 2 years is a good amount of time to like really put your efforts into something to build. And we'll see. So that's one of the biggest reasons I quit. I'm just curious to see what I could do on my own without having to follow orders that I don't really care about. You know, like in the corporate world, they just tell you to do something and you're like, yeah, I guess I got to do this or I do that. But all the work is not very interesting to me. My whole team uses Claude Code. Initially, we were hesitant, but damn, it's crazy powerful. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling too. During the time I was developing a kernel, AI just broke some part. I don't know anything about developing kernels. What was your previous job? I was a C++ software engineer at Google. I worked in infrastructure, in privacy and policy regulation. Treating AI as a junior engineer sounds like it would cost more time than I'd save. That's my experience with junior engineers anyway. All right, it's like a junior engineer that when you tell it to do something, it does it in literally 5 minutes or less, and it doesn't even matter how big the task. A task that would take a real junior engineer a day or two, maybe even a week, this will be done in literally 5 minutes. So maybe it might not save time, maybe it will, but you gotta figure it out on your own, I guess. You gotta try it. Feel the same, but without verification, it's not really viable in a professional environment. You're most likely right about your feeling. It still may be an improvement performance-wise, but I'm also hesitant to make conclusions too early. Yeah, I think most people feel like this, but man, you gotta push the boundaries to see what's possible, you know? And I think, yeah, the verification part is a big issue. So you can't completely remove yourself out of the loop, but it doesn't, I guess when you think vibe coding, you think fully autonomous coding. But maybe it doesn't have to be that extreme. You could still do some like light vibe coding, and I think you'll still get some productivity gains once you figure out your flows. What will happen when a new language or framework released, where the data, the code base to train the AI comes from when devs have already been replaced by AI? Who knows, man? I don't really think about those things in the future, but if a new code or language gets released, hopefully they release some documentation with it too, you know. I love C++ more than I love my sleep. I don't know if I feel the same way, but it's pretty cool, C++. Have you tried anti-gravity? If so, how do you compare it to Claude Code? I haven't tried anti-gravity. Maybe I should try it real soon. I already tried full vibe coding to create some encrypted chat app, but at some point the project was toast. I was too optimistic and the Twitter posts were seemingly lying. Yeah, but I'm sure like you made a lot of progress with your encrypted chat app. Maybe at some point you went wrong, but I think what's important when you're vibe coding is to make regular checkpoints. So when you get to the point where you just mess everything up, you can always revert back to the last working version and then take a different path. You know, it's kind of like playing a video game where you have saves and, you know, you run into a boss that you can't beat. You just, dang, I need to train up for this boss. Let me reload or something. Anyways, Harshem, sorry. I've been checking the YouTube chat. If someone's watching and talking here improves productivity, what? What was the pack? I don't remember what you're talking about, man. As a C++ dev, pre-make or C-make, I don't know anything about C++ building tools and compiling stuff, man. I just use this thing called Blaze at work, but it's Google internal stuff. I think there's an open source version of Blaze called Bazel or something, but I'm not familiar with the open source version. At some point I had a project with a couple of thousands lines of code and it didn't really know what was going on anymore. So I started over and took my time. Still really impressive and scary. Yeah, imagine if you spent more time vibe coding and learning like the techniques and ins and outs of what works, what doesn't work, methods to like get yourself out of a rut, or how to manage once the code base starts to sprawl out of control. Like, I think you'll become really powerful. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to like level up my AI assisted coding, if you could say that. Anyways, man. So, I have this, I don't even remember. I should have had this up so you could see. I have this website where I have like just a simple page with algorithm topics. And I just asked AI to like make it better without even giving it too much ideas. But right now it's adding a few topics that I think I missed, that I realized I missed. Like tries, bit manipulation, greedy problems, and I think they're gonna add union find and stuff too. I know Bazel, but it's not widely adopted. Yeah. So that's what I used for C++. I really struggle with compiling C++ on my own. Because at work, when I used to have a job, you know, you just edit the build file and you press compile and everything works, man. I don't have to worry about nothing. Linking binaries, I don't even know what that means, man. I just press the button and everything works. I make sure my dependencies are good. And yeah, that's it. I guess the description field isn't actually in use with these AAAA. Yeah, it was just, I just put some placeholder text there last year and then I just never really went back to it, to be honest. It ain't that serious, I guess, but I'm trying to take it more seriously. But then I don't want it to just be a bunch of AI slop either, even though it basically is. But I'm just gonna let it do its thing, and then after it's done, I'll give it feedback of if it's like what I was looking for, or if I think it's whack, or whatever. So we'll see. We love AI slop. Hey, what's happened? Marge Knee Design. How you doing? Some people like AI slop. Oh, unbounded acceptance. Thank you very much for that follow. Alright, let's see. What's up, man? Why did I leave Google? I just talked about that, but it's basically I just want to see what I could do on my own. I don't, like I don't care about the work that I had at Google, man. The only thing I liked about Google was the people I worked with, the money I got paid, the free food, the chill work-life balance, and the office was really nice. But even that I liked all those things, I really felt like I was wasting my time. Because I wasn't doing what I wanted to do. And that's why I quit. I want to do what I want to do, man. Build stuff, get paid. You got that wanderlust in you? Head tennis. What's happened? Yeah. I'm always just... I want an adventure, man. And Google felt so safe and not really adventurous. I don't know. Lots of waiting in line and wait your turn and everything. There's an order to everything and you gotta follow the law and the rules, and I don't like doing that, man. What did the Romans do for us? I don't get that, what he's trying to say. With a good work-life balance, you try working on your own stuff in your off hours? I did, but I found I wasn't very effective because even though you have good work-life balance, I still had to, my org was very in office. So I was basically in the office 4 times a week, 9 to 5, or not 9. I would not get to work at 9. More like 11 to 5. So it's like I have to waste time commuting, maybe 10 hours a week commuting. I have to waste time pretending I'm working in the office so it doesn't look bad. Like if I'm in the office, I'm at my computer, I have one screen with like, some design doc, maybe another screen with some code on the screen, and then I got my laptop screen, and I'm like, that's where I do my shopping and my browsing, while my big screens got like work on them. So it's, and then you can't be working on your personal projects right there either, because that definitely looks bad. So it's like a lot of time spent and energy spent trying to appear busy, I thought. And that's why I felt I was just wasting my time, man. I'm getting paid a lot of money, but I'm not doing what I want to do. So I kind of felt like a sellout, man. I'm choosing the money over my passions, and I didn't really like that about myself. So I was like, you know what? Forget this job, man. I was gonna quit, and I told my manager, I was like, hey, man, I gotta quit. I can't take it no more. And then, like, I told him I'm gonna quit this summer. It was in like March. And then, right before I actually formally put my resignation in, I got an email asking, the whole org got the email asking if anyone wants to get laid off, you can volunteer. So I was like, hell yeah, man. I'm about to get paid to leave, and I volunteer to get laid off. I've been working 6% for years, but I'm independent since 2023. Nice. The Roman thing was a Monty Python reference related to what you said about the work at Google. Oh, yeah. I want to do my stuff instead of solving those Jira tickets and deploying servers. Yeah. I also feel like if you're coding for a job and spending most of your hours doing it, you don't really want to spend your off hours doing it. Yeah, that's also a part of it, maybe. Maury, how are you doing? Welcome. I'm chilling. How hard did you prepare for Google? Like 200 days of preparation? Dumpy Don, I guess you could say indirectly, I was preparing for 2 years, but directly preparing for the Google interview, like once the recruiter reached out to me, I ramped up my training and I prepared for about 4 months every single day. Or if I had to quantify how many hours, about 800 hours or so. Now we pay you in Wingstop. Hey, I don't eat Wingstop anymore, man. I can't be eating chicken wings like that. Care to share your severance package deets? Yeah, I got 14 weeks plus 1 week for every full year, and I worked there for just shy of 4 years, so I got 3 extra weeks on my severance. That's a total of 17 weeks severance, and then I got, of course, I got my vacation time paid out, which was like 4.5 weeks of vacation time. And then I got, I guess, garden leave for 90 days. So during garden leave, you also get stock vests and your regular salary. But one caveat with our garden leave was it wasn't a regular garden leave, because when you get laid off, you get put on garden leave, which means you just stay at home and do nothing. You don't come into office. But I don't know, since this was like a voluntary layoff, they kind of wanted you to come in during your garden leave. But I wasn't really working. I was just showing up to the office to go drink smoothies and hang out with my co-working friends. Play pool. 800 hours straight after you got opportunity, right? Yeah. Yeah. What are your hobbies? I guess you could say streaming is a hobby. My latest hobby is plants, man. I got a bunch of plants. I'm trying to grow some plants and not kill them. Behind that wall is a greenhouse in my basement, actually, and I'm growing like cucumbers and some other stuff. Spinach. I don't know what, man. Rosemary, dill, things like that. I play video games too. Remember when we had the flag on the wall and had to move car every 2 days? Yeah, man, moving that car was such a pain in the ass. That was when I was living in Oakland, man, a long time ago now. I don't live in Oakland anymore. Oh, geez. I'm not a great vibe coder because it's not even vibing. Well, first, yeah, let me just have that run. What's my ethnicity? I'm a mutt. Mixed up all types of junk. But mostly Chinese. My mom's 23andMe was like 99.9% Chinese. And my dad's sister's 23andMe was like half Chinese, half a bunch of everything else. From Europe to Native American to Nigeria or something. And I don't remember what else. So very mixed, man. I have YouTube Premium but not Twitch, so I watch your stream on YouTube and chat on Twitch. Hey, thank you. I'm not the best at checking my Twitch chat, and I did notice you asked the same question on YouTube, man. So can we replace traveling with AI? Hey, maybe. With VR and AI, who knows? One day. In my country, you usually have a clause in the employment agreement that says that getting fired or quitting is effectively the same, so people won't try to do damage to get fired. What? Who's trying to do damage to get fired? Alright. Wait. Oh, it says it's done. Should we check out to see what it did? I have a feeling, well, let me see what it did first. So I gotta run this one. I gotta run the back end. Is it working? Alright, we said, dang, this looks a little bit too intense. I don't like it too much. Let me think. Wait, you were talking about how they look for volunteers to get fired. So I said that in my country, that's usually not an issue. People can just quit and it's the same. Yeah, but they're looking for volunteers and they were offering to pay them to leave, like a severance. So if you just quit, usually, unless in your country when you quit, you get paid out to quit. That's crazy. What country is that, man? I'm trying to move there and just quit every single job I ever get. I get a new job every week and quit the same day. Cyber Steffi, thank you very much for the follow. Alright, let me give it some feedback, man. Alright. I previewed your changes, and I have to say things look a bit crowded. What like the icons and the icons are whack. I also think there is too much gradients, background stuff going on that makes it not look nice. Make some adjustments for me. What website are you building? Is it available for us now? Yes, it's midnightsimon.com. And I'm just working on this algorithm topics page. I'm trying to like flesh it out more. I'm thinking, I don't know if I like the design here. It's really just a list, man. But I'd like to add more things here, like sample problems, templates. I don't know what else. Maybe like a progress tracker or something. But I'm just trying to make it look cool first, and then I don't know what the hell I'm doing, man. I'm just vibing, you know. I'm just trying to get familiar with Claude Code. See what it can do. See how I could use it to like build things for me. At some point, I'd like to get to be good enough at Claude Code where I can like orchestrate multiple agents working on different things and not like messing up each other. But I don't know how to do anything yet, man. Alright, let me see. It just did some changes. Alright, well now it looks too lame. Too much text. I don't know if I like the pop-ups for everything. Maybe I should ask it to review it. Okay. I'm gonna tell it to pretend to be. Alright, I want you to pretend to be an expert in UX UI design. Now, no, not pretend. I want you to study up and become become an expert in UX UI design. Now, after you've done that, please review your change and let me know of anything you would do differently, since now you are an expert in design. I'm gonna set to do that, man. Maybe that's something it can do. Hey guys, trying to switch from aviation into IT. Any advice to land first IT job? I'm undergoing a BS in comp sci and have some programming freelance experience. Trying it an internship is what I would say. How far along are you in your comp sci degree? I'd say internship is probably the easiest way to get a full-time job when you graduate. All right, let's see what this thing is saying. What's wrong? It's a generic dashboard, clean but boring, no personality, no sense of progression or achievement. Tiers have no visual weight difference. Legendary should feel more special than regular. Blah, blah, blah. Hover states are too subtle. A faint background tint doesn't communicate. I'm clickable. Users might not discover the modal exists. No click affordance. Nothing says click me for more. No arrow, no view, nothing. Whatever, whatever. Inconsistent. Do I want you to implement these fixes? I don't want you to just implement fixes. I want you to think of a completely different or completely wait, how should I say it? I want you to think of a design from the ground up that will be best. Tell me what you come up with. As you worked in Google, you might be able to guide for GSOC, Google Summer of Code. Can you explain? I have no idea, but I've heard it's a good way to get into Google. I don't know anything about Google Summer of Code, man. I think I've met a few of my coworkers who did it, but it's like for high schoolers or something, right? I don't know if it's a guaranteed way to get in or anything, man. But internships is where I think is the best way to get in if you're in school. Because the internship interviews are a lot easier than industry interviews. That's one thing. And then once you pass an internship interview and you intern on a team, if you do good, they'll give you a return offer. And then when you get the return offer, you don't even have to do like any more interviews, man. So all right. All right, let's see. Let's see what you are talking about. Build it and show me. But one thing is certain, man. If you want to get a job at Google or one of the top tech companies or big tech companies, you got to study algorithms. So you got to be good at LeetCode. Not only be good at LeetCode, but you have to like communicate effectively. So if you're just practicing LeetCode problems, in a silo, like all by yourself, and you don't even talk while you're solving them, you might get by. But I think you should also try to do mock interviews where you have to explain what you're doing. You have to like go back and forth with the person interviewing you, and you have to practice articulating your thought process. I think that's very important. All right, it's doing something. It's been a while since I was involved, but a lot of GSOC projects seem to end up unfinished, unshipped. Try to pick something manageable if you take this up. It's a decent way to spend a summer and get your code out to public. Interesting. Yeah, I don't really know too much about the Google Summer of Code thing. I have not hosted any interns either, but some of my teammates have hosted interns, so I've interacted with a few interns. And I did this other program called, what was it called, man? G-Swep or something? I don't know, man. Yeah, I was a mentor for this thing, but I I don't know if it's a great way to get into Google. They shared some numbers with us. I think they mentored, or the company mentored, like 700 people with this program. I forget the real number. It was in the hundreds though, like 300 or to 700. And this program is about preparing college kids for a technical interview. So it's like a lot of algorithm coaching and stuff like that. And of all the hundreds of people in this program, only one person got into Google. But my my mentee just messaged me maybe a week or two ago to say he got an internship at IBM. So I was excited to hear that. Not at Google though. Anyways. Or is it done? All right, I don't like it, man. It looks too generic, you know? Looks pretty professional. No, man, it looks lame. It looks so generic. It looks like AI slop. But that's my opinion. Let me tell it that. It looks pretty generic and lame. Is there any way for you to make it look, I don't know, what am I going for? Retro or something? Let's try a different vibe. I'm gonna just keep trying to do random things until I figure out. Don't tell this lame. I feel like I'm wasting time with this stuff too, man. I should be working on like more meaningful updates here. Etivium, thank you very much for the sub.
With the post Google life. NGL, quitting corpo is inspiring.
Oh, yeah, thank you. It was scary to quit, man, because the job was so comfortable and you get paid so much money, man. But you know what I really felt like? I felt like a child of rich parents, and they give me everything I ever wanted, and like I don't, like, you know, I don't really want to do anything. I'm just living life, collecting money, man. And I didn't like that feeling. I felt like I was wasting my time because, yeah, I want some money. But my main life's goal, when I think about my life and what I want to achieve, it's not, I want lots of money. I don't think that's in my life goal. I mean, I think not having lots of money would be nice, but it's not the main objective. My main objectives, I'd say, I like to build something valuable to people, whether it's small business, a product, or something. I just want to put it all out there and see what I can do. And I don't think it felt like I was doing that at Google. I've been breaking this down for engineers for a long time. The priorities change at principal engineer. You want to make an impact. Yeah, I don't think I was making any impact at Google, man. I was just a cog in the machine, you know. All right. Wait, Etivium, let me add you to the thing. Thank you so much. Post Google Life, man. It's not bad. All right, now let's go. All right, I have some feedback for this thing. Maybe instead of cards. I don't know. I don't have any feedback for it, actually. Can you explain for a second the workflow for your type of vibe coding? I see you have some kind of chat annex that's connected to the code base somehow and updates the files on its own. Yes. If you don't know anything about LLMs and Claude Code is like a CLI agent thing that you run it from a certain directory. So like I started this in my Twitch projects directory, so it has access to all those folders in that directory. And it will create like a Claude MD file, markdown file, and it like just gives notes so future instances of the agents can understand what's going on in here. And every subfolder has its own Claude thing for like information. Well, some of them do, some of them don't. So it has like notes about, I guess, architecture or whatever it needs to know about these projects. And yeah, it can change your files directly. So you give it permission to edit files and run commands and whatever. And then it can figure out what you want based on that. It's also like it can run GitHub CLI, can create, you know, branches and push commits. All right. I'm gonna tell it some. I'm gonna just keep it with this for now. The tier, well, let's remove the tier labels on every card since it is already on the section title. Also the I don't know. The text on the card, the description text. I don't know if this is the right use of my time on like this stuff, but I gotta improve this page for sure, you know. He used to just be like this. I feel this looks too vibe codey. I'm not feeling it, to be honest. I applied for voluntary redundancy at my own place, but it was denied. Dang, it was denied? Hold up. You mean at Google, or are you somewhere else now? Thanks for your explanation. So you just let it change files and you control when to actually commit stuff. You can tell it to commit whenever it's ready. But yeah, you can stop it at any point and manually intervene. But like this work it's doing is not super impressive because it's just like UI stuff, really. But it can do crazy things, man. Alright, I'm gonna tell it to do something a little bit different now. Let's try to a completely different design. Let's have a left sidebar or left sidebar that has a list of all the topics, and then when you click on one of them on the left, it will show the relevant info in a main section, like description, tips and problems. And then I guess I'll fill out like the description and stuff myself because I don't want it to sound too AI sloppy. Man, I've been working on other things off stream, but I'm not ready to share. Maybe later this week or early next week I'll share. Not Google large UK Corp. They want to keep engineers. I see. Yeah. Dang, so you're in the UK, huh? Alright, if you're in the UK, I got a question, man. Does everybody eat fish and chips? Or is that just like a stereotype? Are there like crazy amounts of fish and chips restaurants over there? Let's see. Has it made some big changes? It's made some big changes. Alright, this looks a little ugly, but we can fix that ugly part maybe. Yeah, a lot. I mean, especially after drinking. All right. Fish and chips, man. I love fish and chips, but I try not to eat it that much. All right. I think I prefer this to the card layout. Can we make the list text on the left? I'll do all that stuff off stream, man. 'Cause, 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 Mario, what's happening? Welcome to the party. Should I leave it like this? I don't know. Oh, it's doing something. It's doing something. Wait, okay. The title on the right side, the retro font. What's good, Mario? What you up to today, man? Will you be streaming daily around this time from now on? Yes, I will be. Every day on the weekdays. And then I'll also do my algorithm streams Monday night, Wednesday night, and Saturday night. So those aren't going anywhere. But in the daytime, I'm not solving algorithms. I'm just trying to work on whatever projects I feel like working on. Alright, I got some other I want this little scrolly thing over there. Can you restyle the scroll bar on the left side to look more minimal? Yeah, Mario, I'm gonna be here every day, weekdays, at least 3 hours, man. And then that's it. I take a break and then I do work off stream. I was thinking, all right, 3 hours on Twitch, right? 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. or whatever, and then I take a break. But maybe I'll stream in my Discord. I don't know yet. I don't know. Maybe I'll make a new channel where I don't actually talk to everyone, but there's just like it's like looking inside of an aquarium and I'm the fish working. I'm like a working fish, you know? So I don't have to constantly talk and watch chat. I can just like focus and do whatever I want to do. All right. Alright, some nitpicking, man. Can you reduce the vertical space between items on the list on the left side? The AI runs locally, right? Or is it sending things online? I mean, you run it, it's not all local. The AI is remote, but the tool is local. Like Cloud Code, you download it, you install it, and then you run it, and then it talks to like the remote AI thing. So it's not like my machine is the AI, is like powering the AI, man, you know? All right, so I don't know what else now. All right, when a user first visits this page, the right side just says select a topic from this list. Let's add some more stuff here. I like to say something about practicing topics individually is good in the beginning, but once you study most of the common topics, it is important to try to do new random problems that you haven't seen before, so that you can try to figure out algorithm to use to solve a problem. Make it sound fancy, but not too fancy. So theoretically, they also have your code somewhere, so it's not safe for anything that you're afraid might leak. Yeah, I suppose you can say that, man. I suppose you can say that. But realistically, unless you're working on some crazy illegal stuff or like, I don't know, I don't think you got much to worry about. Or super, super top secret things, you know? Or I guess if you work at a big company, like at work, I couldn't use Claude Code when I worked at Google. We could only use Gemini. And we had a very specific internal version of Gemini we could use. Can you Itani Stream, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, I was thinking mostly about company secrets. Makes sense you guys only use Gemini. Yeah. But I think, man, most companies that aren't crazy big, they're just, everyone's using Claude Code from what I understand, man. Like, everybody's using Claude Code. Even when I was at Google, like, right before I left, Gemini was bumping. Like, most people, I'd say, were using Gemini to do their day-to-day work. And certain things it would struggle with, but for a lot of things, it was good enough. Like, especially boring, monotonous work, or repetitive work, or writing unit tests, it would do that stuff so easily, man. It's like what used to take you a few hours to write all these annoying unit tests, you can just ask Gemini and it would do it in like 5 minutes. Alright, after this, I want to work on something a bit more substantial. So maybe I'll try and get the questions queue going. Ask me questions. So, you know, I'll do that after I'm almost finished up with this topics thing. I think I'll leave it like this and then move on, because the rest of the stuff is me filling out the content, and I might do that off stream. I have to also select some problems. I don't know. Maybe I should have a stream where I actually make the list, or I come up with my list first and then see how you guys receive it. You know. There's a few problems that I think are really nice. But I gotta spend some time on that. I've been trying to make this list for like 4 years, but I'm just lazy. But I think now that I'm unemployed, I'll find the time. Man, what the hell? 0 tokens? Am I online? Let's say you stop solving leak code for the next 3 years or so. After that, let's say you want to apply for some entry-level tech job. Then you gotta grind leak code again. Hold on. What are you trying to say though? Are you asking a question? I don't think I'll be applying for an entry-level tech job in 3 years though. That seems a bit strange for me. But yeah, I'd have to grind leak code again if leak code is still being asked. And I think something's up with this, man. Should I interrupt it? Are you working? You are using 0 tokens. What's that page to check Claude code status? They say it's operational, man. I'm not even using Sonnet. Should I interrupt this thing, man? 5 minutes for something so simple, 0 tokens. I think it's tripping. It's doing real bad. It's doing real bad right now. What do you guys think I should do? Just close it? Start it over? I don't want to lose my context though. I don't know. How can I like resume if I close it with my context still intact? I don't know. I'm gonna just kill it. Gotta kill it, man. Claude code resume session. Can I do that? Yes, you can. Alright, let's see. Man, what am I gonna do without Claude Code? Is it time to sign up for anti-gravity? Oh, it's working again. Dang. What am I gonna eat for lunch? That's what I'm thinking about right now. Alright, it says it's done. I just had to restart that thing. I still don't really like it, but whatever. I don't like how... I don't know. It's around 6:30 over here, so I'm not really thinking about lunch at this point. It's dinner time over there, man. Alright, I'm gonna say, okay, commit these changes. Thanks. And then I'll start a new session to do the ask a question thing. What issue is this? Where's the issue number at? Issue number 9. Can you attach an image to your Claude Code messages? Yes, I think you can. Or is it done? Yes. Push this branch and make a PR. I don't know if I'll merge that PR yet. I think there's still some work to do, but I will implement something else. Yeah, so I guess maybe I can tell y'all what I've been working on yesterday, vibe coding. It's not a super secret project, but I'm trying to make a program that I can just feed it all of my VODs. And I have, I don't know, hundreds of VODs for the last 4 years, maybe 5 years, 4.5 years. And I want it to like find every LeetCode problem I've ever solved and extract a small video from the large VOD of the problem that I solved. So I'm trying to vibe code that, but I just started it yesterday and it's not working correctly, but it's like actually doing something. It's just not working as well as I had imagined. But I think if I spend some more time with it, I can make it useful, you know. Sergeant Pepper, what's happening? We vibing, yeah. That's pretty good idea. Yeah, but I don't know how accurate it's gonna be, man. So I have it like do text to or translate my video audio to text, so it creates like the scripts, and then I'm trying to like match the LeetCode descriptions to when I read the problem out loud, and then it can figure out like where I solved the problem, hopefully. So I'm trying to create, I'd really like to have a solutions archive on my page where, you know, I've solved so many problems live, and I think it might be useful for some people to be able to like go through my archive if they want to see how somebody solved that problem. But, you know, yeah, there's a lot of solutions out there. I'm not talking about people who just want the solution, but people who want to see somebody solve the problem, like figure it out live, you know? Not somebody who already knows the solution and is trying to teach you the solution. Because I think that is useful, maybe, when I was studying. Alright, let's see. Should I move on now? It made the PR. Look at that. Let me see. Man, look at its PR messages, man. It's real nice. Generated with Claude Code. Hey, so a technique some people are using was like, I need a new session, man. They'd go like this. So they'd do the PR, they'd use one agent to write the code or something. I actually don't know if people still do it. And then they'll be like, a junior engineer just made a new PR here. Can you review it? Acting like a very experienced staff engineer. So I'm gonna have Claude with a new context. It doesn't know anything about this context. Going to try and review this PR that the other Claude just made. Let me see if it gives any like good feedback. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just I'm just joking around, trying to see if it's worthy. So an LLM is checking another LLM. One could go wrong. Hey, I think this is actually a technique, man. And then if you get more advanced, you have an LLM orchestrating a few different LLMs. So like you have a manager LLM that will assign tasks to the sub LLMs, telling them, hey, sub agents, you know. Sometimes I use Gemini to review Claude code. Yeah, I gotta get Gemini, man. Why not just tell Claude to write the original PR like a very experienced staff engineer to begin with and save the back and forth? Well, I did tell it to be like an experienced UX UI designer, but still, I think when it has like a clear context, it can go in and maybe try and spot things that it didn't catch the first time around. I don't know, man. I don't know how this AI stuff works. I just like using it. All right. So must fix enum reference before definition. Using array index as React key. That's bad. Should I tell it, please post these comments? I don't know what I'm doing, man. What is it? I have free guest passes? You guys want some guest passes? It's having a 5-year-old kid babysit a 4-year-old kid. You gotta get some actual adults in there, I think. I don't know, man. I think this is a real strategy too. You send the 5-year-old kid to babysit the 4-year-old kid, man. Alright, did it actually post the comments? Alright. So I'm gonna tell this one a more senior engineer just reviewed your PR. Please address those comments. Buffer, what's happening? Welcome to the party. Just to pretend it's John Carmack. Hey, maybe it might work, but we'll see. I let it address the PR comments. I didn't even read the comments, you know. I'm just trusting it. Must fix. Alright, everything is just about the key. Hardcore layout. I want to try some test-driven development too, but I think my code base needs to be a bit more mature before I start doing some test-driven development. Maybe. I don't really know about anything. This thing is working though. It's working real hard. Maybe I can start another thing. Nah, but it's working in the same directory, so it's tough. There's a way to like run parallel agents and have them all work on different issues in the same code base, but it requires to do some weird stuff, like maybe copying your repo into a different folder so you have as many different folders as you have parallel agents running. But I have not been able to get that working nicely. Anytime I try it, there's always some weird stuff going on. I haven't tried it in many months though. Technically there should be zero code to start test-driven development, so you should be able to start test-driven developing anytime, since the whole point of that is that a test exists before any other code exists. Yeah, but when everything, like, I don't even know what I want yet, and my ideas are changing so fast, like, I don't think in the beginning is the right time when nothing is really sticky yet, you know. But maybe I'm completely wrong and this is not how you go about things. Using get worktree. Yeah, I tried many months ago. I tried using get worktree, like how the Claude best practices tells you, but I don't know, man. It was a little bit weird. Maybe I should give it another try. I don't think I tried hard enough, you know. But man, why is this thing working so hard to address those small comments? Like, if I had the parallel worktree, get worktree thing, parallel agents thing set up, then I'd just start having another agent work on the whatever the other issue, you know, any of these other issues, the Simon queue, or you know, stuff like that. But for now, I'm just a single threaded, no parallel, nothing going on. Should I see what it's built? Did it change anything, man? Everything looks the same to me. But I'm gonna say yeah, let's do it. So maybe I can ask it. How can I use get worktree to be able to use I don't know how to spell parallel. Is it LLEL or LELL? This one looks right. How can you get work trees to be able to use parallel agents without them overwriting each other's work? Alright. Oh, it gives me a list of how to do it. Test-driven development is an outside approach, so typically start at the outermost layer and work your way in. When I go to XURL, the login page opens, and when the login page loads, there's a login form, etc. And you describe from the outside in, but I don't have any experience doing this with LLMs, just lots of experience doing handmade, artisanal test-driven development. Yeah, Google claims they're a test-driven development company or something, man, but I never really done any of that stuff to like any extremes. Like, yeah, I guess I'd write tests, but usually I code up my thing and then I write the tests, and then sometimes I modify the tests to make it pass if it's something dumb. I don't know. I haven't caused many outages. Maybe like one outage I've caused. One or two. Lots of people claim to be test-driven development but are pretty far from it. Yeah, I think so too. But I have to say, man, writing unit tests for me is probably the best way for me to learn a code base. When I have to add some new unit test to some complex thing that I don't really know how it works. So I write a test and I'm like, dang, this test is failing. And it's doing all types of things I didn't expect. And it really makes me go in and inspect why it's happening like this. And then it's like, oh, when you do this, this happens. It makes sense now, you know? Alright, so get work trees lets you check out multiple branches simultaneously in separate directories. So parallel agents can work on different tasks without conflicts. Basic setup. From your main repo, create work trees for parallel work. This creates 3 separate directories, each with its own branch and working tree. Should I try this? How much time do I have? Hour and a half or so? Should we try some parallel agent vibing or what? A blink, what's happened? Well, I have changed my approach. I want to explore what I like in CS. Personally, web dev is not something I like. It seems to have more jobs, hence felt like worth investing time in. What are you interested in? A blink. Work trees seems like a good idea when you first learn them, and then it becomes a effing confusing mess of directories. But some people probably have a much better approach than I do for work trees. This is how I felt when I tried work trees the first time, man. It was just so messy. I couldn't operate in there. But I'm not the one operating in there. It's the LLM. So I'm gonna try it for the next hour or so. Stew Squared, what's happening, man? How you doing? In his book, Kent Beck basically says test-driven development brings the REPL experience from Python to Java, where you run a command first to see if it works. So the end goal is really just fast feedback. Null, thank you very much for the follow. More towards AI plus HCI. What is HCI? I don't know what HCI is. Alright, are we gonna try this? We're gonna try this thing, man. Human computer interaction. What does that mean? I've never even heard of that term. Sounds futuristic, yeah. I mean, like making mice and keyboards, or Sounds or what? Yeah, mice and keyboards, joysticks, all types of sensors. Oh, this is like an accessibility tech, stuff like that. Interesting. Oh, there's a lot of HCI stuff, I say, like the little Xbox Live Cam or whatever. Anything that involves hardware and software. Interesting. Why are you interested in this in particular? Is it something that, I don't know, you think you can get paid a lot of money, or is it just interesting to you? All right, we're gonna do this dang parallel workflow thing. We're gonna try at least. So it says get work tree. Oh Jesus, I'm gonna mess up somewhere. Agent 1, what's this feature? Question. Ask question feature. Agent 2, which other feature should I just have it iterate on? Snippets and templates. Or, I don't know if that's the right one I want to do. Solutions archive. Even though I don't really have any like content to put in there yet, but maybe we can mock the data. All right, let's try that. So I have 2 work trees, right? And then what? Okay, it's 3 separate directories, or 2. Where's the directories at, man? Oh, it add them here. Jesus. So I gotta go into each of those agents, and I gotta start Claude from there. All right, let me read a little bit ahead. Create work tree. I already did that. Run agents in separate terminals. Is that it? All right, whatever, man. Let's try it. What are y'all saying? Wait, the end goal is you start at the outermost layer, which is use some kind of interface, either the web page or the TUI or the CLI. So you write tests that satisfy the actual requirement feature, rather than starting with units at the lowest level. Solving problems that way may or may not ever come up. This way you write code specifically to solve requirements and nothing more. No abstractions until needed to solve a test. I don't know about money anymore. Sticking around. I am broke regardless. Claude Code feels super good. Would rather learn something that feels interesting. Why it feels interesting? I crave for human feedback. I am an attention seeker. It usually has position in AI companies. I'm not sure about pay, but there are relatively less number of positions and usually require a research background, so I might as well do a thesis to support that. Yeah, well, sounds like a plan, man. Interesting. when before I worked and got a job, I always thought I wanted to do infrastructure. I always thought I wanted to do C++. I wanted to work at scale, like large systems, and write code that's gonna be used across the globe, you know, on like a really big scale. So why did I end up choosing web dev? Because I'm not really, I don't know anything about web dev, man. But I worked as an infrastructure engineer with C++ for the last 4 years or so. And now I wouldn't call myself a web dev, man, but I'm just a software engineer, I guess, just trying to build stuff that I like or I want to build. Definitely not doing infrastructure anymore. So I suppose you could say I'm just a full stack developer now. Infra is actually cool. Why I quit it? It was cool in the beginning, and then I just kind of got bored. But I don't think it was so much the infrastructure work more than just the corporate environment. Just having to do things you don't really want to do. You're at Google, not anymore, man. Backroad, what's happening? Not anymore. Alright, so it says I just start Claude here. And I tell it, do you get the severance? Yeah, I got my severance last week. So it's all good, man. I'm taking a break from corporate work for a few years to see what I can do on my own. Enjoy the beer belly? What does that mean? I'm trying to lose the beer belly. If anything, I gained weight at Google because there's so much free food, man. Easily available. What are we doing here? Which issue is this one again? Shit. I don't remember. What ask a question feature? Let me see. What branch are we in? I know, I just want to see if it knows. What I missed, there were layoffs. Well, there were voluntary layoffs in my org last year. I volunteered to get laid off, and I got my severance. My last day at Google was in November. If anything, you gotta lose the beer belly is you hit the gym instead of staying stuck on screen. I know you enjoy coding more than gym. How do you know that, man? You trying to say I'm fat? I love to work for myself. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. R2HADHD2. What's happening? Your hair is so majestic. That's not fair. Thank you. I got it from my mama, and I just didn't cut it. You're not fat, man? Maybe. How did you know you had enough money to stay away from corporate work for that long? Well, I look at my money that I got. I see how much money, and then I estimate how much money I need per year, and then I divide all my money by that estimated money, and then I'm like, yeah, I can not work for some time. I don't know if that's what you're asking. I'm not sure what you're asking. We leave tonight, but you know, you have an idea of how long you can go without working when you look in your bank account, man. This is peak male. What are you talking about? He works on C++, invested. Yeah, I got lucky with some investments, but I'm not rich by any means. But I got a little bit of cash, you know. He might have built infinite money glitch on trading markets. Nah. For a complex project, I don't trust vibe coding at all. Um, I mean, you don't have to blindly trust it, but you don't have to go full automated with vibe coding. I think you can like have some type of checks and balances, but I'm not trying to do that, man. I'm just trying to see what's possible. Anyways, let's start this one up. Ask questions feature. Yes, that's what we're. So I'm gonna give it. I want you to work on this feature. Before you start coding or anything, let us discuss what needs to be done. Do you have questions for me? All right, we'll start another agent. In agent 2. And which thing am I going to work on in this one? I don't know. You sound like an old man finding hard to expect a automobile in time of carts. What are you talking about? To accept an automobile in time of cart. The day it replaces you have to accept it. Yeah. I mean, it takes time. People aren't just gonna trust it. People want to see other people use it and get real results before they put their skin in the game, I think. But I'm willing to put my skin in the game because I don't have much to lose here. Are you not using the planning mode in Claude Code? Hey, I should be. But I don't know. Is it something I have to set? How do I... There's a keybind for it. Yeah, how do I turn it into plan mode? Alright, this agent, I'm gonna say whatever. Yes, proceed. That work? So I put him in plan mode. Prashanth from YouTube, what's happening? Love from India, welcome, welcome. Alright, and then what? Shit, solutions archive. Alright. I want you to work on this. Please study code base and then ask me some clarifying questions about the feature. Kind of. Oh, Jesus. I didn't want to do that. How do I close this tab, man? How do I close one? I didn't want to split that. Bro, do you play games or only coding? I play games, man. Jesus, what am I doing? Can I just type exit? Alright, it got some questions for me. Where should this live? A new dedicated ask page? Alright, one, yes, a new dedicated page with a link to the, with a link on the home page. So 2, form fields. You mentioned name and email. What about, is email required or optional? I don't know. Email is optional for now, but maybe required in the future. Character limit, yes. Let's add a, I don't know, how many is 500 characters? 1,000 characters? Let's add a 2,000, 1,500 character limit. And any other fields? Topic, category, urgency. No other fields for now. Alright, what's the next question? 3, storage. Should I add a new table to existing SQLite database in the back end? Storage should be in Supabase. 4, admin side. How do you want to view managed submitted questions? A protected admin page? Yes, a protected admin page is nice. 5, spam prevention. Any rate limiting needed? Yes. That sounds good. And 6, after submission, should users get any notification when you answer their question? 6, no. I will be answering questions on stream. Wait. Well, maybe. Yes. Yes. Well, how the hell are they gonna get a notification if they put their email? I can send a notification when I answer the question on the stream. I should be able to press a button in the admin message page. All right. Are you not straining your wrists typing? That hand posture looks painful. Nah. My hands are fine, man. I've been typing my whole life. What do you think, he's a bot or what? What are you talking about? Bot? Oh, yeah. All coders are gamers. I don't know if that's true, but a lot of them are that I've met. No, actually not. I used to think a lot of coders were gamers until I went to work at Google, and then none of my coworkers plays games. Maybe like one of them, you know. So maybe only the coders that do coding for fun outside of work, who are on Twitch or talking with other coding people all the time. I think maybe those people are gamers, but not your regular software engineers, man. Talking about the posture, I don't know. Posture is all right, maybe not. Maybe you're a posture expert. You can give me some tips. Pseudo, please, what's happening? Why you type all that stuff instead of using speech to text? Yeah, that's actually on my list of things to do, man. Do you have any recommendations for me, Pseudo, please? I haven't had time to do any research on any good speech to text tools for these LLMs. Get Super Whisper. All right, I'm gonna add that to my to-do list because it's something I really want, man. Super Whisper needed for text or speech or for talking to LLM. Jobbing corporate devs are different breed. Space Pacal, what's happening? Am I still at Google? No, not anymore, man. Alright, so this was a Q&A page. This is, which one is this? What time is it? I got like an hour left before I gotta take a lunch break. All right, should I use let me see. Let me move this tab out. Let me see my usage. I haven't even used anything, man. Maybe my session just reset recently. Or no, I haven't used anything. I gotta step up my usage. I'm not getting my money's worth yet. What's my PC specs? I have a couple PCs, but this one that I'm streaming on has a 5900X processor and 6800 XT graphics card. I think that's what it has. How do I know? Is it this? How do I see my computer details? System information. What I got? Who knows? There it is, 5900X. Whatever else. Nothing crazy, man. Kind of old. Dang, is it done? Wait, no. It's the wrong thing. Oh, they're both working. Dang, look at that. 38,000 tokens. I don't know if that's a lot. Quang Bui! What's happening, man? How you doing? Hope everything is going well for you. Alright, let's see. Skip email for now. Hide. Hey, I don't know that I keep coming here sometimes, man, but I'll never forget that we both were like right on the same page on what's it called? Google Kickstart that one time. I will never forget that, man. Super Whispers for Mac. For Windows, I think Whisper Flow is a common choice. Alright, let me add that. Thank you. Hey, they're working. They're doing a lot of work, but I don't know what they're doing. Oh, it's planning. They're both in plan mode. All right. Man, they're taking a long time to plan this out. I thought these would be real quick, you know? But maybe not. Is this usage like real time? 6% only. My goal is to get 100% used for the week. So I got how many? I got 5 days. But I've only used 4%. in one day. I gotta step up my vibe coding. That's why I need these parallel agents, man. One agent isn't enough. We need 4 or 5 parallel. I'm asleep now. It's like midnight here. Alright, Quang Bui. Have a good night, man. Thank you for stopping by. Always appreciate it. Alright. Where should the solutions data be stored? Supabase. How will solutions be added to the archive? Admin UI. What information should be stored for each solution? Whatever. Basic. What layout style do you prefer for the archive page? Sortable table. Submit my answers. Alright. So it's done. It's done this ask a question thing. Let's see what it says. Oh, it's ready to code. Alright, let's see their design doc. Public question submission page plus admin dashboard to manage questions. Files to create, modify, new files, new routes, whatever. The admin page and the ask question page. Gotta modify the header, yes. I gotta add a new table. Do these whatever security policies. Blah blah blah. Looks good to me, man. Yes. Should I clear the context? No, we don't need to clear context. Right? Does it show you how much context is used up? It used to show you somewhere like 98% context used, but I don't see that anymore, man. LeetCode solutions page is a cool idea. Yeah, hopefully. I just want to archive all of my solutions, because I've solved so many problems, and it might be useful for some people out there. But not just my solutions. I think what's the most important thing for this is to find like all the VODs and the time when I solved each problem, so that you can go and watch me solve it live without, just like using my brain to figure out the next steps or trying to determine which algorithm to use, and when I get stuck and all that stuff, how I unstuck myself. Clear context can be quite useful when you're starting something that is fully specified. Clean context also improves performance. So maybe I should have cleared context there, huh? Since I guess it has the specifications there. Alright, next time I'll try with that. Alright, so now this one it's got a plan. It's got a plan. 7% used. You should see how it works for you. Sometimes I find that the model forgets something from the discussion before that was actually important. Yeah. Yesterday when I was doing similar things like this, I would tell it to like write everything down in a markdown file, so like future instances can reference that in the future, All right, let's look. So it has an implementation plan for, what was this? The solutions archive. So it says we have a new dang table, Supabase, security, whatever, indexes, whatever. Types, solution. I don't know. I'm looking at this, man. It looks good to me always, you know. Date solved as a string. Strange. Should I even call that out, man? Is it worth calling out? Sure. I'm gonna say, why is the date solved field a string and not a timestamp or date? Alright, what's this one saying now? It just wants to do some type checking. Whatever. It's all good. Date solve is a proper date type. Yes, sure. So string because Supabase returns the date as ISO string when fetched. This is standard JSON serialization. Should it be a string, man? I don't know. Recommends a string. Who cares? Give me a date, man. Hydrate. Thank you very much for that. Hydrate Q9. Somebody. Cheers. Alright, what's this saying? Just do it. This is not the TSC command you are looking for. Let's save this plan to a .md file. Begin. I think this one is struggling over here, man. What's it trying to do? npm install? Sure. Is this an app we'll be able to use, or is it just for your archive? You guys will absolutely be able to use it. But right now, there's still a lot of work to do with like the solutions archive. I have to actually go through and find out the VODs and timestamps when I solve problems and put them in. But I just want a UI on my website where as soon as I do one video, I can just like enter the information and it's there, you know. All right. That's my hope anyways. We'll see how that goes. I have some other projects, man, that I want to do. Next week I'll begin those. We'll see how far we can get. I guess there's only, dang, it's Wednesday. There's 2 more days of vibe coding for me this week. Let's see how far we can get. All right, let's clear, and I'm like, implement the plan in. Please make your code extensible and nice. I don't know what to say. Alright, what's this saying, man? Should we try? Alright, we need to create this questions table in the Supabase, so should I just run these things? Or should I try and look at them? I'm just gonna run it. You ain't see any drop tables in there or anything crazy? Alright, I'm just gonna run that stuff. I'm doing it in another window. Run. Alright, I ran those things. So now we run npm run dev to test. Was this agent 1? Let's see. Uh-oh. Alright. Ask Simon. Your name. Test. Email. None. Does this work? Alright, now where's the questions dashboard? I'm gonna ask it. Where is the admin dashboard for questions? Well, now that I'm thinking of it, man, maybe we should display the questions somewhere. Where the hell is it? Oh, it's the wrong local host. Oh, there it is. Questions. Oh, that worked. That worked. Oh yeah, I see it. I have changed. Oh, wait, I have another request. I'd like the list of current questions to appear on the main page. In a section called questions to be answered next stream or something like that. Yeah, I really need that whisper thing so I can just talk to the terminal. Alright, what's this one saying? Whatever. Run it. What's our usage like? Man, we've got so many tokens to burn through, man. I don't know if I'll hit my limits, which is good. or bad. Maybe I'm like overpaying because I'm not using it enough. Alright, what's this one saying? You're still doing a lot of manual work, that is why. Yeah, I'm trying to just improve my flow. So it will get faster as time goes on. I feel like I'm just getting started with figuring out this stuff, you know. I think I could add more parallelism too, but 2 is good for today. Pan George, thank you very much for the follow. All right, let's see. Okay. Okay, one more request. Let's remove the Ask Simon from the header and let us put it in the questions to answer next stream section on the front page. Also change the green title to white to match the other other titles. Tmux is quite nice to manage multiple terminals and to work on multiple projects at the same time. And maybe I do need to upgrade my terminal game. Right now I'm just using Windows whatever terminal. What's this doing? You'll be round robin sooner than you think, so you don't have to wait all the time for the AI. Yeah, I think I'll get there real soon. Then it's just gonna be like non-stop. Can you share the SQL commands to run in Supabase? All right. Yeah, let me ask another question. Who are you? Anyway, we'll work on this another time, maybe. Or I don't want to add keep adding features. I just want to keep it simple for now. I wonder, should the questions be that long? Anyways, when I say long, I mean like wide. Time to generate a mermaid diagram? What is that, man? What are you talking about? Mermaid diagram? What the heck is that? Oh, those things. That's what you call them? Mermaid diagrams? Markdown compatible diagramming language. Alright, let me run these things in my super base. Nothing crazy, right? Headless Headhunter, thank you very much for the follow. Alright, I just ran that stuff and now they're telling me it's time to test it. So I think this is Agent 2. They didn't install some stuff there or something? Told me to run npm install before I run the thing. Can I run 3 npm run devs at the same time? We'll see. Cube master. Wait, mass. What? How do I say that? What's happening, Cube? New website. No more manual SSH plus nano. Looking good. Yeah, the new. It's actually deployed already. MidnightSimon.com. No more. I have the old website too. So this is what the website used to look like before. This was all hand coded, artisanal HTML. I used to SSH into my dedicated server and like manually add things onto this. Like whenever somebody subscribed or whatever, I'd put their name on, SSH in, edit the HTML file, you know, all of that stuff. So this was the old website. Maybe I should have a link to this old website on the new website. But yeah, this this was fun making this website back then. I forget when I made this. Must have been 2022. Yeah. AI can read Mermaid, and they are super useful to document application architecture, data flow, object life cycles, etc. Bit like UML, but cooler and more lightweight. So you think? Wait, how do I do that? You think I should try and do that and then document my program or software or whatever, the website, so future LLMs can ramp up easier? Yeah, a long time ago since you've been here, man. And I've been away for a few months, so it's all good. This was the sickest website on the planet at one point. Now it's just old news. What is I testing? For you to review its design decisions. Alright, I'm gonna have to try doing that from now on or something. Alright, so where's my other terminals here? Let's try this other. Which work was this? This was a solutions archive on this one. That's all they got from it, man. Oh, but I have the admin dashboard. Let's. Should we try it? Man, language. It's always gonna be C++, man. Well, mostly. Let me just try some random stuff real quick. How do I see my channel? I'm gonna just put like random. How do I copy? All right. Copy video at current URL. Operations to make elements in array distinct. Wait, minimum number of operations. Where's the thing at? Minimum number. What the hell is it? I think I shouldn't have to type this in. I should be able to just select a problem and or just select the LeetCode problem. What number was that problem? 3396. When did I solve that? Who knows? Alright, I want to take this from the VOD. So, but I'll just put a random date there for now. Just to see it. Yeah, that's what I need, man. Now, you know, like when I'm bored, I'll just go through my VODs and add whenever I solve problems. But I would like to make this add solutions page a little bit easier for me to use. Let me tell the AI that. What time is it? Hungry, man. I got about half an hour before I go eat food. Alright, so here we go. Very nice. I have some feedback for the add solution admin page. Instead of manually wait, how am I gonna do that? Yeah, instead of manually typing in the problem name and stuff like that, I should be able to either just type in the LeetCode problem number or the problem URL, and then it can automatically fetch the title and difficulty and whatever. Also, the date solved should just pull from the dates of the VOD that I linked. Can you implement these changes? There might have to be some back-end work done here, but you can do that with the remix thing or whatever. Just do whatever you want, man. What's poppin'? Taro, how you doing? Are all of your solutions in your past live streams? Yes, they are. I wish I had done a better job at archiving them as I did them, but I have like hundreds of VODs, and each VOD I've solved like at least 5-10 problems, and I just want to like organize my archive really and have that where people can see. Hey, where's my other? Did I close one of my things? Oh no, they're all right here. 9% used. Current session. Weak. And it's gonna reset soon and I haven't even used any, man. What do I vibe code? I'm vibe coding my website midnightsimon.com, and I'm trying to add some features. One of the features is, I'll show you. This is my dev thing. One of my features is this part here to ask like a question queue. It's not live yet. Another feature is, so wait, yesterday I added a thing where if you register on my website and you're a LeetCode streamer or anybody, you can come in, you add your Twitch username, and whenever you go online, you'll show up on the front page of the website like this. So I did that yesterday, and I also added these buttons yesterday so that I can update my subscribers and update my TypeRacer champions from just clicking these things and entering name. 189 videos, that's gonna be a lot of work to get those leap problems timestamped. Hey, I'm actually working on another vibe coded project where I can just feed it all of my videos. I have more than 189 because I only started doing YouTube last year, but I have probably 400 or 500 VODs, and I just want to feed it all my VODs and then kind of have it figure out everything for me. So I've been telling the LLM to write me this program where it's actually, I have a first version of it, but it doesn't work very well. I have it do the video audio to text to like write the script, and then I have it like look for LeetCode problem titles that I say and read the whole problem, so it knows at least where I read the problem description, in what video, and what timestamp. So I'm going to be using a few tools to try and expedite this process, man. I like the style because I use a identical design. Identical? What do you do? On your website? Or what? De Jesus. Thank you very much for the follow, De Jesus. I went to there was a guy in high school that I went to with. His name was De Jesus. Not spelled like that, but it sounds like that. New here, yeah, welcome. That's my last name, yeah, I figured, man. YTDLP audio whisper SRT file and an AI agent to identify when a problem starts. It should be pretty easy to implement. Yeah, that's, I don't know about all these things, but my LLM thing coded up something with Whisper. And it has had some success, but not total success yet. There's a lot of things. But I was working on it late last night and I stopped to just, you know, pace myself. But I'll continue today after this stream in my next session that I won't be streaming. I do that stuff offline. Wait, where are you from? You sound Trini or Guyanese? Dang. Trini. Guyanese? I'm from Jamaica. Retro CRT ASCII with Figlet. What's Figlet? Hey, can you share your website if you want? I'd like to see. Maybe I can take some inspiration from your design or something. Hey, the De Jesus that I knew was from Puerto Rico, I think. I don't know what he's doing now. But we were in oh dang, I wonder if you're related to this De Jesus in Florida. Half PR, half Trini. Interesting. That'd be crazy. Yeah, maybe. Wait, what was I doing, man? I forget what I was doing. De Jesus is a very popular last name. Yeah, I figured. But you're the second person I've met to have that last name only. So I don't know how popular it could be if I've only met 2 people with that name. Oh yeah, let me just see what all my agents are doing. I'm gonna tell it my VOD links will be coming from YouTube, and I think YouTube has the dates available. Published. Sent me a private message. Alright, I'll check it out. I'm assuming you don't want me to look at that on stream, so I'll look at it after. But thanks. I'll make sure people don't see it when I look. Kind of want to click it now, man. All right, let me click it now. But I won't show my screen. Oh, interesting. How much longer do you plan on stream? I want to get better at the algorithm stuff too. So my stream right now, this session is coming to an end in about 15 minutes I'll go off. But tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time, I'll be doing another stream that will be focused more on algorithms. And my algorithm streams are 3 times a week: Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. But this is just like me working on stuff, so I'm not really studying algorithms right now. So I'll be back later tonight if you want to get some algorithm training in. Hey, that website looks cool. Lots of synthwave colors, vibe coding colors and stuff. Lots of cool things. You got nice animations too. I don't have any of those animations. Thanks for sharing. I actually made a game for getting better at JavaScript. Eventually it will help with algos, but it's super early right now. Interesting game. It's like a game? Like you have a character and you're going around killing zombies, but you gotta type up a JavaScript function to shoot them. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, man. Alright, I want me to get a dang YouTube API key. Do you need an API key just to visit the web or the link and look at the dates? It's like you get a string like this, banana, and the goal is to make it banana. So you gotta type string to uppercase. Then you gotta get to, I see. So challenges like that to introduce you to like JavaScript. Nice. Man, I would like to make a game that teaches you algorithms, but I don't know how that would be a game, you know. Had to remove some animation because it was too much, but no, I like it. Hey, somebody told me to check out Lando Norris's homepage, and it looks really cool, man. But man, they got so many animations. But this part is, the little mouse thing is cool. But look at all them animations, man. It's like a bit overwhelming, but it looks really nice. I wonder how much he paid for this website. What do you guys think? How much money did this website cost to make? $50,000? $10,000? $100,000? I'm curious, man. That's what I want to do too, but taking baby steps. Yeah. There's a game that is an open-ended programming game called RepelCube or something. Interesting. Hey, there's another game. There's a farming programming game on Steam. The Farmer was replaced. I have not played it, but it's like you do programming, man. You program stuff to tell your drone to like harvest stuff. If anybody has played it, what do you think? Is it worth it? There's a link. Depends on how many people were in the meetings. Oh, for the website, how much it costs. Yeah. Game looks addicting. Hey, you guys should try it. Let me know how it goes. Alright, let's see. Okay, nice. That's what I'm talking about. Should I... whatever. Let me try it out though. Is it time? Almost time for me to go. Wait, you guys think I should publish or push these, deploy these changes yet? I don't think so. Maybe I'll deploy them later today off stream. But I think I'm just gonna chill for now. All right. So, oh wait, dang. Let me make a new issue. There's something I want to do, but I don't want to do it in these branches because I'm gonna get merge conflicts. So, move admin links to a new row in the header or something. Admin links taking up too much space in the header. Need to move them and separate them from the public header links. What else? That's it for now, man. Can I share my game with you here? I just got here, so I'm not trying to be rude and just share things. Hey, thank you for thinking about that, but yeah, I'd say share it, please. some people come in here and that's the first thing they do. I mean, it's kind of what you did, but not really. At least me and you are talking for a little bit. Some people, it's like their first message is like, hey, check out my game or check out my Visual Studio Code extension. I'm like, dang, I don't even know you, man. You're not even gonna say hi? But yeah, share it. I'm curious. Wait, I got some feedback actually for this one. Okay. The question, the pending questions on the home page take up too much space, too much padding and stuff. Can we make the elements a bit more compact to support our Caribbean brethren? Yeah, let's see what this is. Is it loading? Hey, your website might not be working, man. I typed it. All right, you gotta fix some things, and we'll check it out another time. Method madness works for me. It's kind of crazy. Hey, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, not sure what the issue is. Alright. It's almost time for me to go though, so maybe I'll just go now. Oh wait. Let me wrap up these agents first. So first, let me just check this last work it did. Alright, a little bit more compact. Cool. I guess. It's, I actually have more feedback. Can I also get some admin buttons to mark questions as answered on the home page? Alright, after this I gotta go for sure, and then I gotta figure out what I'm gonna eat for lunch. Might have to go to the supermarket, man, because I only got nothing. I only got a bunch of frozen stuff, like frozen meats. I don't got time to thaw things out right now, man. Will he go as Lebowski? What does that mean? Guess some milk wearing a robe. I guess I haven't seen that movie. Nah, it's cold outside. I ain't trying to go outside in a robe. Maybe in the summertime, but The Big Lebowski. Yeah, I haven't seen it. Can't figure out why it didn't work for you, because it worked everywhere for me. Maybe next time. Hey. We'll see. I'm not sure why But I'll send you a message there, Jesus. Wait, maybe I'll send you a message if I think of anything. I can think of a couple reasons, but I don't want to say it on stream. Rana Creed says, screw vibe coding, man. From yesterday I was lazy, so I told AI to do some of my work, and now in JS I'm having memory leak trying to fix. Not even Gemini, Claude, DeepSeek, Qwen couldn't fix. Can you just revert that change and then do it over again? Hey, De Jesus, I just sent you a message, man. Maybe it might help you debug. I sent you a Twitch message. Anyways, let's see. All right, that's good enough. That's good enough. All right, I'm about to wrap this up. So, can you push your branch and make a PR? I'll tell the next thing. Yeah, can you push this branch and make a PR? Casually waking up at 10:05 a.m., opening Slack, and then going back to bed planned right now? What are you talking about? Blossoming Petals, how you doing? Wait, I guess you're in the Bay. You just wake up and you check your work message and you go back to bed. That's what I used to do on Fridays and Mondays. Mondays for sure, man. I'm like not ready to work on Monday. Alright, so I just made these 2 new PRs. I don't even know how to do any of this, man. I haven't used Git in so long. Like 5 years. Are we 2x vibe coding PRs right now? Yeah, I actually got 3 PRs coming in. This one is still open. I got 2 more about to hit the shelves, man. Oh, there they are. So we got a few. And I'll merge these later. But I gotta go look about food, and then I'll be back later tonight for algorithms. There'll be no more vibe coding tonight, man. It will just be strictly algorithms, leak code, and whatever, you know. So that's it. That's all. Gotta get out of here. Gotta find somebody to raid. I don't know. This guy? Nah. This guy's not even there. Should we find some vibe coders? There's a lot of vibe coders out there. Blue Cactus AI. Whatever.
You know,
Oh, he's talking. He has camera. I'm gonna raid this guy and then see y'all tonight if you're gonna be in the algorithm stream. Trying to knock? What does knocking mean? I'm gonna just raid. Oh shit. Alright everybody, thank you for tuning in today. De Jesus. See you next time. Blossoming Petals. Santa Kenobi. Adios. Thank you for tuning in. Pseudo please. Have a good day. Thank you for tuning in. Illes Preacher. Have a good night or a good day. Taro. See you later. Alligator. Everybody else, all the people lurking, all the people on YouTube. If there's anybody on YouTube. See you next time. Yeah. I guess algorithms tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time. I'll be doing daily problem, maybe some virtual contests that I've missed in the last few months. And that's it. Hey, did I raid? I didn't raid. I think, Jesus. I thought I raided, but I think I closed the window. Oh wait, I did raid. Did raid. Hey, don't defense, you're late, man.